Starfleet Academy, Episode 1, titled Kids These Days. Oh boy, I said I was going to give it a chance. Don't jump to conclusions. So let's review how Star Trek Discovery brought us to this point. For those of you that don't remember, or those of you that even might remotely care, I'm going to have to take some Scooby snacks to remember how all this unfolded and went down. So in Star Trek Discovery, Section 31 created control that then created maniacal nanobot machines that, if left unchecked in the future, would destroy all organic, intelligent life in the galaxy. The Red Angel, in her time-traveling Iron Man suit, warned the crew of the USS Discovery of this impending threat, and the only way to avoid extinction from the monster machines was to use the spore drive from the starship that was somehow alive to jump 1,000 years into the future, and the machines would be defeated. So now the year is 3250-ish. And an Omega-powered Kelpian is trapped in some kind of prison. And when he discovers his mom is a hologram, he gets so upset he sends a psychic, powerful shockwave that spreads across the entire Milky Way galaxy, created the burn that destroyed all of the dilithium. And because 1,000 years in the future, all the galactic powers and all the starship warp cores still use dilithium crystals, they no longer can travel at warp or travel the galaxy. So it's a big, bad burn, galactic catastrophe, and everybody's stranded in their star system. And this is where Starfleet Academy begins in this dystopian future. On Federation Outpost Bakara, during a Level 3 sandstorm, a mother and her 6-year-old son, along with a pirate Klingerite, are being put on trial for stealing Starfleet rations from a transport because apparently the food replicators are broken or possibly malfunctioning on this 32nd century installation facility. And the Mr. Villain is a half Klingon and half Tellarite. The mother gets a reduced sentence in a Starfleet work camp. Her son becomes a ward of the Federation. And Mr. Villain Klingerite gets a life sentence in a penal colony. The kid then somehow manages to trick the garrison commander and steal her comm badge and escape through a force-filled window into the night during a Level 3 sandstorm. And he's 6 years old, by the way, with no food or survival gear at night and running away without his smart bear. Lost Boy manages to escape the planet and over the next 15 years excels at becoming a rogue Federation fugitive, master thief, and escape artist. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm a grumpy old man. Get off my lawn. No, just give it a chance. It's only like 10 minutes into the episode. So Nala, the garrison commander, she agrees to accept a promotion from the 32nd century admiral to be the new commandant of Starfleet Academy, only if she can rescue Lost Boy, whose name is Caleb. So that works out, and Caleb agrees to be a Starfleet cadet in order to avoid more prison. And the Starfleet Commandant promises him she will help find his mother. Orbiting planet Bigsby is the Federation ship USS Athena that is also the new Starfleet Academy. The Chancellor Captain takes command along with her Commandant Executive Officer Sergeant Major, who is a KlingAdar. is the offspring of a Klingon and Hadar parents. Those 32nd century Klingons, they sure do mingle a lot more these days. Caleb gets a haircut, and he makes a new friend who is a Klingon who wants to be a doctor medic, who is probably in all likelihood somehow related to Worf. And the Voyager's holographic doctor is the Academy's chief physician. Talk about grumpy old men. Caleb and the Klingon make some other cadet friends from the Star Trek Discovery 32nd Century's species because I don't know who they are, but they have special powers. During the warp transit to Earth, the misfit cadets get to know each other, bonding through opera and hacking the ship's communication subroutines from a console. While the Captain Chancellor gets comfortable with her chair while reading a book and taking a nap. Until the USS Athena is lured into an ion storm survey trap from an unknown ship. The Klingerite has been plotting his revenge for the last 15 years from when he was sent to prison on that Federation outpost for stealing food. The angry villain and his dastardly pirate crew disabled the USS Athena with their super-duper cloaked marauding vessel, all set into perfect motion after Caleb sent his unauthorized message to his mother, enabling them to be tracked down. The band of misfit cadets joined together, attempting to outfox the Klingerite's plan to steal the USS Athena's warp core. Putting their heads together and using quick thinking, the cadets are able to disable the organic jelly hacker glue covering the starship. Utilizing the oldest trick in the Starfleet handbook, they simulate a false warp core breach, and the Klingerite takes the bait. During the battle, the Sergeant Major KlingAdar gets shrapnel in her stomach, and Worf's great descendant is able to save her with his medical skills, and she punches him to say thank you in the classic Klingon Jemadar tradition. Free of the programmable matter weapons glue, the USS Athena dispatches the wayward pirate ship with a spread of extremely prejudiced torpedoes. Despite Lost Boy's valiant effort, the Klingerite makes his getaway boarding a long-range escape pod shuttle. If it wasn't for those meddling cadets, my plan would have worked perfectly. I will argue my way back for revenge, Starfleet Academy. The USS Athena, with only a boatload of cadets on a training cruise, overcame the odds and successfully reached Earth orbit, and now is going to land in San Francisco to dock with Starfleet Academy. Maverick 2.0, Worf's ancestor, competitive scale guy, light bright, and awesome eyebrows. Cadets bonded together, overcoming adversity to save the day. And episode 2 is getting to know you, getting to know all about you. I am a human content creator. Please support organic bags of water and not artificial programmable matter.